Welcome back, and good news everyone, we finally have some new screenshots for Cyberpunk 2077. Just when Gamescom started, CDPR released 4 new screenshots from the game on their official Twitter account, and we even see a first glimpse of the first person perspective. We are going to go through every single one of them and see if we can learn something new or just admire the graphics I am seeing here. If this is in real life, in game, it's amazing, but maybe these things were pre-rendered or altered. Look, I am not an expert here, so I cannot tell if this is actually from the game or these images have been altered. Anyway, in the first screenshot we see 3 guys leaning over someone, maybe even you. Imagine having this included in the game, it would be amazing. Obviously, we can see straight away that they are a part of some booster gang. The first 2 on the left are full of different implants, the guy even has a whole new arm, so this actually tells you that in the game, like the implant system and everything we're going to be able to put in us or on us is going to be huge. This selection is going to be insane. Also, we can see what kind of outfits we will have in the game. Obviously, we can shape that style however we want, since you might want to look cool if you are smashing through enemies. And also CDPR said that those implants are not only going to give us strength or dexterity or endurance, they're also going to be somewhat like cosmetics we'll be able to put on our body, like tattoos, piercings, and a lot of cool stuff. The second screenshot is the most interesting because we see the first glimpse of Cyberpunk as an FPS. I don't know about you, but seeing this is insane, since if you look at this scene, where you are faced with a difficult situation, you can make a choice, and that is what CDPR said, that cutscenes and dialogue will be dynamic, meaning things can interrupt you and you can do specific actions and so on. But honestly, if this is what game looks like from first person, I am fine with it, especially if graphics are like these. It also seems that our companion is dual wielding weapons, so this means that we are gonna be able to dual wield pistols or SMGs or stuff like that. I just imagine doing stuff like going from cover to cover and then using my 2 pistols to go through enemies. If the FPS is going to be, if the gunplay is going to be as fluid as I think it's going to be, then this game has a lot of potential. But also you have to keep in mind that primarily this game is not an FPS, it's still an RPG from the first person perspective, so it's not going to be all about gunplay or stuff like that, it's also going to be about RPG elements, which CDPR is primarily aiming for. We also know that hacking and netrunning will be heavily involved in the game, also with other character classes like Solo, where you can be like him or even mix different classes to fit your own playstyle. But hacking and netrunning and stuff like that, because we all like to do that, is going to be heavily included in the game, because CDPR said since people always wanted to hack someone from distance, or basically the whole idea of Cyberpunk is that because of those implants you can be hacked. So imagine just building a character which is going to only rely on hacking and not pick up a gun anywhere in the game. It would be amazing just to have someone to create a character that is going to just screw everything up with just going on a net. Also, it has been said on Gamescom that people will react differently to you, and the game might alter a bit depending on your gender, so it's not just a gender switch, but depending on your gender, like male or female, people in the world and everything in the world might potentially react differently to you. And it does make sense. I mean, if you pick a different gender, and if the game is an RPG, it makes sense. So it's not going to be just, hey, I switched my gender and nothing even happens in the game. So that is some nice attention to detail, and definitely is going to increase the quality of the game. And I also want to talk about that tweet. Basically, CDPR posted on their official Cyberpunk Twitter account a photo of basically them getting ready for Gamescom, and then someone said, how about more guys? And then Cyberpunk replied, did you just assume their gender? And all of a sudden, god damn it, everyone lost their fucking mind. Like, legit, I don't know what the fuss is all about. It's a joke. And Cyberpunk, CDPR apologized later throughout the day. But honestly, guys, like, it's just... Why do people get so easily offended? It's a joke. I swear to God, in 2018, you can't say anything offensive, even as a joke. You don't have to mean it. It's a joke. Comedians throughout history mocked things. That doesn't mean I'm going to hate you or like be against that. No, it's a joke. Like, and people got so goddamn mad about it. Look, take it easy, and maybe for some people this is not the best joke. For me, honestly, it's a joke, and like, I know that CDPR doesn't mean it, and I'm guessing a lot of people know that CDPR doesn't mean what they have written, and they did apologize. But honestly, it's just in 2018, I swear to God, people are offended by everything. They're gonna be offended by my opinion when I say that I don't think this is a big of a deal. People get offended. It's an opinion. Deal with it. Like, if you have a different opinion, tell me down below. I'm open to listen to other opinions. Simple as that. When it comes to the last two screenshots, we see from our companion how the cover system might work, and also we know that we will have multiple companions available. And CDPR also said that we will be able to create our own cover, so basically meaning that something that was shown on the demo, when the guy actually lifts a car and you are able to hide behind that car. Because he lifted the car, because he has a really strong arm. So imagine having something like that throughout the game, like different things that you can use to make yourself a cover that you can hide behind with. I think it adds a lot more dynamic to the gunplay, and it's just going to make it more fluid. The last picture looks like our guy is getting an acupuncture or something like that, but I'm guessing we'll have a lot of fun activities in the game. Sadly, CDPR didn't show any gameplay, not publicly. They did show an updated version behind closed doors, and if the news is true that this game is still in pre-alpha, it might be a while until we see some gameplay in general. My thoughts that we might see some refined gameplay when the game is updated next year on E3, but that is a long time from now. Anyway, that is all we have for today. Don't forget to smash that like and subscribe button to stay updated with everything about Cyberpunk 2077, and also tell me what do you think about this in the comments below. LKM signing out, and stay classy everyone. See you tomorrow.